The old cinema stood like a ghost on the corner, its neon marquee flickering a rhythmic, dying pulse against the wet, empty pavement. Inside, the air was thick with the scent of stale popcorn. I sat alone in the center of a vast row of red velvet seats. As the projector hummed to life, a cold shiver traced my spine. Something about this film felt heavy, as if the shadows were watching back. The screen flickered, revealing an empty theater. It wasn't a movie set. It was this very room, captured in grainy, high-contrast light. And there, in the center of the frame, was a man in a dark hoodie. He looked exactly like me, sitting exactly where I was. He reached into his popcorn and pulled out a rusted metal key. My own hand trembled as I found the identical object in my lap. Suddenly, the theater lights began to seize. Distorted, whispered voices began to echo through the hollow hall, crawling like insects through the silence. I caught glimpses of movement in my periphery, shadowy figures that sat perfectly still until I dared to turn my head to look. The movie fast-forwarded. I saw myself sprinting through the lobby, chased by a towering, faceless silhouette that moved with terrifying, silent grace. I tried to stand, but my limbs felt like lead, rooted to the velvet. The screen went black, then displayed 3 words that disappeared. A frantic montage followed, faces of people trapped in the celluloid, their eyes wide with a terror that seemed to span across decades. I looked back toward the projection booth. Behind the glass stood a silhouette. It was another version of me, calmly operating the machine. On the screen, my double stopped running. He turned slowly, staring through the lens, looking directly into my soul with a hollow smile. The theater began to fray at the edges. The walls and seats dissolved into a storm of gray flickering static and cold film grain. Silence returned. Only an empty seat remained under the dying spotlight. The credits began to roll, and the leading role was finally mine.